Hey yo, what's up guys? It's me again, back with another unboxing video and review. And as you can see, it's another figure, Marvel Legends. But yeah, look at the name right there. See, it's Agatha Harkness from the TV show and Disney Plus show WandaVision from the MCU. So yeah, here's the story of how I got this figure. So basically, my friend from Texas, he bought it for me as a pre-order item. Originally, he bought it, he pre-ordered it for me around August, I believe. And the thing is, around October it was supposed to show up, but it never did. And we never have any more newer updates until April, which is this month. Currently, as you know, we're speaking on this video. So pretty much end up getting it on April instead. And I was getting like my friend was telling me updates on the figure, and the thing is, I was like, finally, I'm getting some new updates because the thing is, I was wondering though why, I haven't had any new updates, and I was like wondering though, thinking maybe that I was never gonna get the figure, and that most likely it's had problems and whatever and stuff. But it turns out I end up getting it anyways, just months later than expected. But if you look at the sticker right here from Amazon, it says, "Thanks to you, this product has a second life. We appreciate it." From Amazon Warehouse, Amazon renewed and fulfilled by Amazon. So that means most likely this was originally an item that someone canceled themselves and then end up being sent to me instead, because it was one of the items that was ordered for me as a pre-order item. But yeah, as you can also see, the box is a little bit beat up. I mean, it's okay though. At least I still have the figure though. But yeah, so yeah, here's the picture from the front. See, then the second, yeah, from the side, yeah, the build figure, and yeah, all the other characters you need to collect to build that figure and stuff. Which is Hydra Stomper from the What If series. Here's the back of it, and as you can see, yeah, it comes with those pieces for the build a figure. And yeah, as you can see, also, like, I mean, see right here, 2023. Yeah, it's made around 2023, but I got it 2024. And yeah, as you see the side of the picture of her on it, Agatha. Yeah, and there you go. So let's get to unboxing it, shall we? Got got the knife right here, my Spider-Man knife. So let's try to see how can we get this. Yep. Put it right here. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got one of the Build-A-Figure pieces right here for Hydra Stomper. Yeah, it's the, yeah, basically the jetpack thing, I believe. Oops. And we got the two head sculpts for, Hydra Stomper. Yeah, that's, basically Captain America, but, from, the What If series, where basically it's from the episode where Peggy Carter is Captain, Britain, basically, instead of, Steve Rogers being, you know, Captain America. Pretty cool though. I might get the other figures sometime, but I mean, Agatha was like the one that I wanted the most, so I got him to give me Agatha since he was offering. But yeah, let's take it out, the figure itself now. Okay. Alright. So let's try to, adjust this a little bit more. Okay, so we have her out of the package already, and there you go. Looks pretty nice, I must say. Like, look at this head sculpt. Looks pretty accurate to Agatha from the series, played by Katherine Hahn, if I must say so. Yep. They captured her likeness pretty well. Because that's the thing though with Marvel Legends nowadays, they be using technology to, use facial, sculpts based on, to make facial sculpts based on real life people. So yeah, that's how it is with nowadays. But yeah, so here's the figure, like the details in the dress. Like the details are pretty nice. And yeah, they have like, the scarf right here. And yeah, the dress and everything. But yeah, like I heard, yeah, like one of the complaints still from many people is that this is too flimsy. Like yeah, you see it's flimsy. And kind of like, it looks so translucent, and it kind of feels so, shiny to the point where it looks like fruit roll up. I do agree, it does look like that a little bit. But, it's pretty sick still. But yeah, like how they really tried putting so much details in the suit and, the figure itself and everything. Looks so shiny. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from certain views, but it's got like kind of like a light, you know, contrast of colors. Dark blue, or kind of like a dark blue with some highlights. Shiny greenish blue highlights. Kind of looks like glitter a little bit in some parts. Yeah, pretty sick. Yeah, so but yeah, so I guess we should start with the articulation though, shall we? So the head, it can move side to side. Oh, gotta be careful. A little bit from one side, not from the other side. This side can, but this one doesn't look like it. I'm not gonna force it. The head can move a little bit down, but then looks like it goes back up a little bit because this scarf and how the character is designed with the wig, the hair and everything, so it's impossible to do much articulation. And yeah, the arms move a little up. Yeah, go back down. Yeah, and then of course this, part of the arm can, move this way, forward, can bend back. Arm can go 360 if you make it go 360. And yeah, the hand can go bend that way, forward, basically to this point of view. Can go back a little bit, to how it was. The, waist, yeah, she could, do a 360 in the waist. Yeah, she could. The legs, we can do kind of a split, but it's kind of hard because, the whole, dress and whatever. You could go a little bit forward, but it's hard because, like I said, the dress. Bend a little bit on the knees if you wanted to, but it's kind of really difficult. Basically move the foot a little up, yeah, like that, move it back to how it was, and then also a little bit down. It could go, have an ankle pivot, but yeah, there's barely much as articulation though, unfortunately, because the whole suit, blocks that from happening from this figure. But, what do you expect? What can you say from this? That's how it is with these figures right here, with the ones with the dresses and everything. But yeah, I just want to also do like another, basically, I forgot like another detail that mentioned is that, yeah, the fingers on both sides of the hands, you know, have black tips. Guessing, yeah, that's because, from her doing her magic and whatever, which is a nice other extra detail from this figure. I like it. It's pretty sick and, pretty decent if you want to have that extra detail, which is, part of the figure. Eventually, since Agatha's going to have her own show pretty soon, spin-off, there's probably going to be another figure of her in a different outfit or a different costume or whatever, so definitely we'll look out for that sometime. Okay, now let's go to the size comparisons, shall we? First size comparison we have is with the zombie Scarlet Witch. So yeah, I mean this is a pretty fair comparison with them. I mean, obviously Scarlet Witch is taller, because the hair makes her look more taller. But anyways, even without that, you know, you could tell she's still like a tall figure, a tall character, anyways, because she's more younger and slimmer, and that's how it is and whatever. Even the regular one would be the same, but yeah. This would be pretty interesting to see how Agatha can hold up against the zombie version of Scarlet Witch from the zombie universe. I mean, zombie Scarlet Witch, is mostly the same as regular Scarlet Witch except zombified and, even more dangerous, probably too, because they're zombie and whatever, and because, Scarlet Witch in general is like a really powerful character. So it'd be interesting to see how she would be able to handle her. I don't have an actual regular Scarlet Witch to compare, so I'm just doing what I have. So yeah, I can imagine this though, pretty fair. Even though that one is from What If and that one's just regular MCU, pretty fair. And yeah, next size comparison we have are two female Marvel Legends characters from two different things. One is from What If once again, but this one is Nebula, the Nebula from the heist, one where basically the heist episode where instead of Black Panther being T'Challa being Black Panther, he's Star-Lord and whatever. That was from that episode. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's taller than her. I could definitely imagine that too, and whatever. Even though, yeah, like I said, one is animated, one is live action. But I mean, I can imagine if she was in live action like that, pretty much she would be taller because she's younger and, pretty much, slimmer and stuff. Pretty accurate, I can imagine. This one, yeah, is Jessica Drew from the Spider-Verse movie, Across the Spider-Verse. I can imagine that as well, even though, she is, more cartoony compared to Agatha and whatever, but they are still kind of like more realistic, styles though, just, different ways. Yeah, of course she's gonna be taller because, like I said, more younger and, she's, thick. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's the thing though. She's got that big afro, so obviously, she'll definitely be more taller, and anyways. But yeah, she's even more taller than her because that hair. But also my friend, he also bought me this too. So yeah, he bought me both of this, but he bought me that months ago, and of course got this now. And that I bought myself, Just saying. But I can imagine it's pretty accurate size comparison, anyways. Next size comparison, we have the Marvel Legends, Tom Hardy Venom, and this basic figure of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Yeah, and even though like basic figures, they tend to be a little bit more smaller, than Marvel Legends and whatever, and less detailed and articulated. I can still imagine this somewhat. Like, I mean, he's a little taller, not too tall, but still a little bit more taller than her. Especially because younger characters tend to be more, taller, obviously, in most things. But yeah, you know how it is too. But and of course, Tom Hardy's Venom, he's definitely going to be the tallest one of the three figures being compared because now he's monstrous, and that's just how he is. He's made to be more taller and bigger and tougher looking. But yeah, I can imagine this like if this were to be a thing, yeah, and pretty much he'll be in scale like almost like that, or pretty much like that, in a movie or a show or whatever. Tom Hardy's Venom, I can imagine him being as much tall like that too, if there's like a comparison between them. Yep, it pretty much scales well, I guess. But now the next and final comparison. Okay, the next and final comparison we have are Agatha with the DC Multiverse, Black Adam, played by Dwayne Johnson, and Ben Affleck's Batman from the Flash movie. I mean, yeah, I don't think, yeah, it's too much of an accurate size comparison. I don't really think so because I can imagine though The Rock, he'll probably be like more, this tall and whatever, and not that tall. And same with Batman, I can imagine too, because obviously, that does not seem accurate. Because for one thing, these DC multiverse made by McFarlane Toys, they're more taller than the McFarlane no the DC multiverse figures from Mattel. If I had the Mattel figures, I'll be able to. I mean, I do have some Mattel figures from DC Multiverse, but I don't have them with me. But if I had them right now, I'll be doing a size comparison with that to show for an example if you guys are new to these figures. But yeah, so I mean, what it is, what it is. You can't really, do much comparisons like that and expect them to be accurate because, yeah, because the original DC Multiverse by Mattel was 6 inches, just like Marvel Legends. But now that they're owned by, DC. No, they owned by Todd McFarlane's company, McFarlane Toys. Now he makes them taller because he was told to, when he ended up getting the rights and stuff to basically make even more for collectors and stuff. I believe that's what I heard. But I mean, it is what it is. What can you do? What can you say? I mean, if you want to have them in your collection still and don't care about that, you could. It'll be hard to do with even the stop motion and whatever with some characters that you don't think would scale well with one another perfectly and stuff. But is it how it is? But yeah, these characters, they have something in common is that they're magic based. She's magic based, he's magic based, and whatever, which is pretty cool. And of course, it makes it even more better for comparing magic characters and stuff if you want to. But yeah, this figure my friend also bought me. The same person that bought me this, yeah, he bought me that too, as well as the Nebula, which I really thank him so much for that. I appreciate it since at least even though I'm not buying having every single new figure, at least I'm keeping up a little bit and whatever bit by bit. And I'm also buying some figures sometimes too myself. But it's hard because obviously I don't have the money all the time, and because I don't go out too often. but I try to get some figures every now and then whenever I can, because it's one of my hobbies. But yeah, that's it for the size comparisons. Okay, so we're concluding this video. So I'm gonna conclude it by saying my thoughts and opinions of this figure. My thoughts is that this figure looks pretty cool, pretty accurate mostly, yeah. Yeah, obviously it's been a while since I watched the show WandaVision since it first came out around 2021. I heard also that they released, you know, a Blu-ray and DVD of it, the whole series, complete series, which I probably would want to get sometime so I can rewatch it since I don't have Disney Plus anymore. I could rewatch it on bootleg movie sites, yeah, sure, but it's kind of cool to have like physical media, not digital, media and whatever in case of anything that happens involving electric problems or whatever. When it comes to the Wi-Fi going down or anything like that, if you don't have having Wi-Fi, it's good to have sometimes DVDs and Blu-rays, to keep up with stuff and whatever. And also to be like a die-hard fan and hardcore fan of certain things, you would want to have the physical stuff. And for collections and stuff. Because I do collect movies and shows too. I don't just collect figures and whatnot. But yeah. What do I rate this? I guess I'll rate it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it. It's good enough. Because for one thing though, this figure is pretty accurate, but the thing is it doesn't also, Elsie has limited articulation. You can barely do much except for certain things. Because this is a figure with, a dress. Obviously, what do you expect? Figures with dresses, they don't, do much like that. Unless it's like cloth dresses, which is different. But then you still gotta be careful either way. But this is not like no Hot Toys or any doll that has cloth, so that's the problem right there. So it's all plastic. And it is what it is. And of course, it would be much better too if it actually had like its own accessories. Like if it has magic effects or anything, that would be even more cooler if it did. But it doesn't have that. So it's just a figure and then those Build-A-Figure pieces. Which is okay. I'm not gonna complain too much. At least I have the figure itself. And whatever. You could just, get magic effects from other figures and try getting her to be having them if you wanted to. If you have them. And you can get some if you don't have any. So I like the accurate head sculpt and appearance and stuff. It looks pretty cool, accurate enough to me. And like she's my favorite villain from this series because she's like the mostly only known villain of the series. So I'll see. I'm gonna be happy with this figure. And I really thank you, my friend, for getting it for me. So But anyways, hope you like this review and unboxing of this figure. I really recommend it if you're a big fan of Marvel Legends and if you're a big fan of, Catherine Hahn, the actress, and Agatha and the whole lore of that show, WandaVision, and you're just a big fan of MCU and Marvel in general and whatever. Yeah, it definitely gets her. I recommend her. If you're just not interested too much in other stuff like accessories and whatever, you just want the figure and her, and you're a big fan of her, go ahead, get it. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching this video by me, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.